those technologies actually require. The Democrats fundamentally misunderstood both the economics and the geopolitics of American energy. So the result is going to be fewer jobs for our workers, bigger bills for our families, less security for our country, and more vulnerability to foreign actors who don't like us. Just last week, the Biden EPA announced it will try to slap a radical and unprecedented new mandate on our country regarding electric vehicles. The same people who can't handle inflation and can't secure our border want to stick their noses into America's garages and our driveways. The administration's radical plan would cut down the marketplace of affordable and reliable vehicles that most Americans actually want to drive. It would massively increase demand on already highly taxed electrical grids with no workable plan to grow capacity. And it would force rich liberals' lifestyle choices onto the whole country. Good luck, farmers, ranchers, rural Americans. California wants to dictate what you drive. See, California is the proving ground for these bad ideas. They've already set their own punitive targets for electric vehicle sales. And surprise, the math actually doesn't work. At the same time, Governor Newsom is mandating his citizens buy electric vehicles. He's telling people not to plug them in. Don't plug them in for fear of blackouts. California expects to see 15 times more electric vehicles on the roads and on their electrical grid by 2035.
Good afternoon, friends. So changes are coming. The Internal Revenue Service has announced that it's about to undergo several changes that will affect how millions of Americans file their taxes. President Biden has clarified his plan to establish new taxes in order to fund key programs like Medicare and Social Security. My dear friends, can you please make sure that you watch until the end of this video? Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. With the 2022 income tax filing season mostly in the books, attention now turns to the future. Next year's filing season and those beyond could look and feel much different. Following the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022, the Internal Revenue Service will receive nearly $80 billion in added funding from now through fiscal year 2031 to catch up with their backlogs, hire more employees, implement 21st century technology, and go after the increasing number of tax cheats. The tax agency has released a strategic operating plan. It envisions significant changes to improve taxpayer services, quickly resolve problems, and use technology to operate more effectively. So if some of these proposals come to fruition, taxpayers could receive real-time help from the IRS to identify potential mistakes and alerts for claiming overlooked deductions before filing their tax returns. They may also be able to reach live Internal Revenue Service representatives quickly by phone, or easily arrange meetings in local IRS offices, as well as get real-time updates on return processing, tax refunds, audits, and personal interactions. Those are just a sampling of the more visible changes that taxpayers might see in coming years. It is a rare opportunity to modernize the IRS and make it much more effective and efficient. According to IRS Commissioner Daniel Werfel, the vision is to create world-class customer service where taxpayers can engage with the IRS in a fully digital manner if they choose to do so. But it's clear that the biggest share of the funding, which is about 60%, will go towards more oversight of taxpayers, including audits. IRS officials vow the focus will be on businesses and individuals who earn more than $400,000 a year. IRS Commissioner Werfel stated, "We will focus enforcement resources on hiring the accountants, attorneys, and data scientists needed to pursue high-income and high-wealth individuals, complex partnerships, and large corporations that are not paying the taxes they owe." Janet Yellen's directive instructed the IRS not to use the extra allocations to increase audit rates relative to historic levels on small businesses or households who earn less than $400,000 annually. A central aim of the Strategic Operating Plan is to shrink the tax gap, or the difference between what taxpayers are estimated to owe compared to what the government actually collects. So despite all of the money flowing its ways, the IRS still might not achieve many of its goals. Of that nearly $80 billion, just under 10% is expected to go to improve customer service and resolving taxpayer problems. National Taxpayer Advocate Aaron Collins, who heads a watchdog service within the IRS, hopes that Congress will reallocate some of the money. Collins told Yahoo News, "Service provided to taxpayers and practitioners has deteriorated in recent years. I have raised great concerns that enforcement activities could go beyond what the IRS has laid out, with audits possibly extending to targets below $400,000. So dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please let me know in the comments section below. President Biden has proposed new taxes on the rich to help fund Medicare, saying the plan would help to extend the insurance program's solvency by at least 25 years and provide a degree of middle-class stability to millions of older adults. In his new plan, Biden is overtly declaring that the wealthy ought to shoulder a heavier tax burden. His budget would draw a direct line between those new taxes and the popular health insurance program for people older than 65 years old, essentially asking those who fared best in the economy to subsidize the rest of the population. Biden wants to increase the Medicare tax rate from 3.8% to 5% on income exceeding $400,000 per year, including salaries and capital gains. The move would likely increase tax revenues by more than $117 billion over 10 years. More than 65 million Americans rely on Medicare, at a cost to taxpayers of roughly $900 billion every year. More than 65 million Americans rely on Medicare, at a cost to taxpayers of about $900 billion each year. The number of Medicare enrollees is expected to continue growing as the U.S. population ages. But funding for the program is a big problem, with federal officials warning that without cuts or tax increases, the Medicare fund might be only able to pay 90% of benefits by the year 2028. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dearest friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway next Friday. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do, my friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then do comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.